can ask questions when they are presenting. In case you come across questions that you cannot wait, you have this chat option here. Feel free to click on chat and write your question. Okay, and otherwise, once they are done, you can unmute yourself and ask, because we want again to keep this session very informal, as if we are talking to each other right in front. Fine, so I hope you like this format, and with this, we get started with Satya. So Satya's topic basically is the StyleIQ demo, and here he will be sharing how he has made an effort to validate UI error messages. So he will be also sharing the tool and his knowledge about it. So Satya, we welcome you to the board, and please come ahead, take control of screen and start share.
Thanks, Puneet. Let me share my screen. Let me know whether you all can see my screen.
It's coming. Yeah. Yes, visible.
Yeah,
PPT.
yeah. So, yeah. So good morning, everyone. My name is Satya Prasad. So I work as a senior technical writer at SS&C Technologies in Hyderabad. We are into financial industry. So before I begin, I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to the Tech Writers Tribe community and Puneet for giving me this wonderful opportunity to share my learnings and experiences in this forum. So yeah, so today I'm excited to share my AI journey with you all. Um, Throughout this journey, like out of curiosity, I have been developing small lightweight tools to boost and track my productivity, and I would like to share one among them, which I have aimed at validating UI error messages according to the ones that we have written as a part of custom rules. So while the tool is still evolving, I'm still building it, but I am little bit curious to showcase what I have developed, and I look forward to give a very high level demo. Um, to showcase its capabilities and how it can help to improve our consistency when we use across our teams, and when while we especially while we are working on different products, different modules in an application. So let's see what exactly it is. So coming to my AI journey, like many writers, I always use this AI to help me prepare outline of my first draft and understand how things work, checking out the grammar, mostly the tenses consistency, and most importantly, I use it to keep my work more organized and fetch information from the transcripts of the meetings and meeting notes and stuff. So beyond that, I used to use different tools to automatically craft notes for my from my learnings, and especially about the product terms. Uh, uh, UI text messages where we try to generate some of the bug issue descriptions based on the style guide, and also try to use some prompts to get things into the picture. So as it gets evolved, I started using Copilot as well, where the moment I received feedback from my peers, I used to make a note of it in a Excel sheet, sometimes in a text document, and I put all these things and collated together and created a small document as a kind of source knowledge source for me. And then I attached this source to the Copilot and see whether my initial drafts get validated with the notes that I have prepared or not. So those the Copilot and its suggestions were not aligned with my rules attached, but most of them were very good to consider. But I noticed that we need to rewrite and revalidate them manually, and proceed further to the further documentation process. So besides that, we all have M365 Copilot license, along with Teams. So I explored myself to update style sheets, CSS files, and also improve the HTML code in some of the UI screens, like SharePoint pages or something like that, or some maybe we could say like doc portals or something like that, some dashboard or anything it could be. Just trying to explore updating HTML screens, and mostly trying to extract the data from the exported files which we usually get it from the Jira. So as AI become more accessible to me, I began adding more rules and to my that notes, and I am very much got influenced and passionate towards the UI text. So since this area requires I feel personally feel creative writing is very much required, and at the same time it also needs some consistency while we try to craft more and more UI text in our application. So this led to rules got more and more, and I felt like managing them in Excel sheet became very difficult. So then I moved to text and then to Python script. So I'll just share like what exactly I have been through, and how what things I have considered in this thing. So basically, I believe that UI error messages play a very big role in shaping the user's experience. So because these messages are often users see them, and when something goes wrong, and also act what they needs to do, and it helps them to create that difference. So that's the reason I consider it as a use case instead of calling them it's a problem. So I look at them as a different scenarios, like what and where can we act and play a role to make things more better. So currently, in my current from organization, we work directly with the UX designers, and we hold very strong responsibility on UI text part, and therefore I believe strongly in their impact, and that's how I paid more attention towards it by considering more and more use cases while building this tool. So for example, I feel like error messages, wherever we are trying to write it more clear, we have to be consistent enough, no matter who has written those error messages, irrespective of the module, or irrespective of the person who has crafted that. So with that, what actually happens is we can save time by reducing those back and forth review cycles during manual process, and also we can be consistent enough to adhere to the style guides what we have written. So that's the part which I would like to showcase it to you. And I always also believe that with even great AI tools, there is something valuable about a human touch to make sure our so that our style and quality, its quality stay consistent across our whole documentation. So that's why I felt we needed a tool. I mean, we often generate more and more content using your AI, but we need humans to validate it, and something everyone could rely on to keep things clearer, and I should say professional to where how the content was created. So so I built this tool. I named it as StyleIQ for time being, and designed to check these UI error messages with more style focused, and consistency as a main part. And I do not have a code knowledge, or I don't have a background of how these scripts and Python automation scripts run, and I do not know any of this knowledge. But AI has taught me me to understand, wear a hat of a product manager and try to build strategies to the different use cases, and come up with some automation scripts where it can develop for me based on the requirements and prompts that I give. And this is pretty much straightforward tool, where we can add some custom rules like how we write it in our style guide in a specific format. And when we try to run this tool, it uses those guidelines or rules that we have written, and it supports us to craft the good message by adhering to the style guides that we have prepared. So that's the main thing. And if we talk about the tool information, I actually preferred an offline tool rather than depending on the different applications in the market. Considering the privacy, as information could be a sensitive data, so considering that part, I preferred offline tool needs to be installed, and where we can run it locally. So this how it is. So by considering the workflow of this particular tool, user just inputs UI messages in it, and the tool checks against the rules, and we get issues on the other side, like user can see what exactly the issue is. Based on it, they can correct it. Like I said, it doesn't suggest you what to write, it doesn't generate any content what to write, but we will be sticking to the main focus is to validate the craft that we have written against the rules what we have developed. So now we will quickly show you the demo where I have added some examples to showcase. But I would like to let you know that this is a very lightweight powerful demonstration for our Style IQ system. And I have chosen examples, a very simple examples where we carefully showcase the core capabilities of this tool, and how it actually fetches and act accordingly. So thinking of this as a basic four-wheeler designed to drive safely on the road, that's the main objective. But moving forward and going forward, we can integrate more features kind of thing to have that luxury feel, and enjoy more advanced features and comfort, and make it more robustic system. So here we go. Let me share. Okay. Yeah. So, like I said, this is what I have run in the command prompt. Let me show you the folder structure first. This is what we have in the package where I developed particular Python source files, and we have a requirement text file as well where we can run all the requirements. And these are file where we store all our rules into a Python source file, and this is what we are supposed to run in the command prompt. So now when we try to run the command prompt in this way, like python app.py, it usually installs all the required things, and then we get it hosted on the local server. And when we try to copy paste this into any of the browser, we get this UI. So I wanted to run, sorry, where exactly is this my file? Yeah, yeah, I have written some examples from my end. I'll show you. I'll run it.
Satya, sorry to interrupt you. Can you please go back and show it again from the prompt?
Okay, you want to see the prompt? Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. So initially we have installed the requirements, and once all that's gets sorted out, we have run the app py prompt.
Yeah, thanks, Satya. Got it.
Yeah, and I'll just give a very basic, this is one of the examples that I have picked. Like your password must be 8 characters long. Please try again. So when we try to run this a basic, example, I have set some rules related to the word please and must. It may not be appropriate to most of the organizations, and this is just taken as an example. So if we use it unapproved words and the words that are not supposed to use in our documentation or UI text, we can add it as a rule, and this will act as a checkpoint to us, and it will let us know, like in case if we have used it in our craft, this tool will raise a flag. And secondly, I would also like to show you one more example. Like, for example, if you have written some very basic information without full details, so like example, invalid order format. So it raises a flag, and tells us that what exactly needs to be done. So these are some of the examples that I have picked, and I'd also showcase you what exactly the results will be, like access denied due to invalid credentials, but what permission is needed. All these information will be showcased in the issues found. So once we try to correct them, then things will get sorted out. So, and also I'll show it to you a few more things, like so it says cannot save the request because the started is in invalid format, but we did not define what format it is. So it is telling us to provide example of an invalid, I mean valid format, so that the message gives more flexible and helpful for the end users. And I have also added few rules, I mean few rules to add a checkpoint using some what do you call punctuation. Like we don't use exclamatory marks as a just an example, so it raises those areas as well. And most importantly, it also detects as in case if we use any passive voice, it detects the passive voice and raises a flag and asks us to change it to the active voice. So these are some of the examples that we have built, just to showcase this demo. So that's the demo part that I would like to. And coming back to my limitations, on the left hand side, you can see that content validation, without rewriting the input, like I mentioned it earlier. And we are also thinking about to expand this wings of this tool to provide some readability score as well, where I'm trying to figure out some possibility solutions. And these are my plans to expand this application in future, like whenever I get some time. So what I would like to tell you, main thing is that our AI, in the era of AI and the era of technology is getting more and more evolved. I feel like we don't need to wait until we master anything. I felt like though with the zero knowledge that I have on the JavaScript or Python, we could still able to achieve some part of the things, or very minor part, though it can be a smaller step, but still we can able to achieve some things, and that could help our daily routines. And it could be ourselves, or it could be our team members as well. So that's what I felt, and we could be able to do it. So yeah, I'm open for discussion, and I don't call it as a questionnaire because I haven't mastered anything in this yet. But yeah, this is what I would like to demo. Thanks.
Wonderful, Satya. Amazing one. And before we start with the discussion, and as he rightly said, not the questions. So I must point out one thing. What I felt very good about your presentation is when you said that okay, you didn't have much hands-on on coding, probably
Mhm.
less knowledge or zero knowledge, but still you are here. You are here
Yeah.
with a tool. You are working, and so for people, I mean, there are some soft skills, which are bigger than core skills. The soft skill is like here I can gather the word intent. If we have the intent to do something, we will do it. So, yep. Thanks. Great session. And now I think I can see one question from Bala. Where, how, and in what format is the rule book given to the tool? Very poetic question, Bala. So, where, how, and in what format is the rule book given to the tool?
Yeah, I mean, I have written in terms of a Python script, Bala. I can show that to you. Like it actually there's a specific pattern that we needs to follow. Let me share that with you.
Hmm. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
yeah.
Can you see? Okay, I'll open the going to name. Yeah. So this is a pattern that I have given like the rules that I have built, and it gives a good amount of information. Um, yeah, is it visible, guys? I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
Satya.
yeah, yeah, Balu.
Great product. I have a follow-up question. Let's
Sure.
say I want my team to adopt this immediately. So my assumption is we independently um, install it on our systems and run it on our locals whenever we want to use it. Correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Right, right. We are, yeah, we are currently, when I have been exploring this part, I did, face some of the installation, things as well. But going forward, I have improved the system to minimize the number of steps as a part of installation. And with one of our team members in our group, I did discuss with Chetan. His name is Chetan, where we can convert the whole package as a part of an application and share it. So simply by double clicking by running the exe file, we can get everything done. And then we also, if you have a private cloud in your organization, we can also host and deploy this part on the particular cloud environment. Even that actually works as well.
I have one last question. So,
Sure.
were you also involved with the design team to come up with these rules? Because majority of the organizations might have a team where the design
Right.
team also looks into the error messages, especially if
Right.
it is the product side.
Right, right. Of course, we have to work with UX designers. Like I mentioned, in my roadmap, I just don't want limit myself to write only to error messages, Balu. Like I have a plan to also add some categories to this particular UI where if we describe a scenario, what type of message that it can suggest us, and based on the context, it also suggests the type of the message, and also the label names, UI label names, in what scenario, what label names do we need to use, and type of label that we need to use. So these things are to be gained by collaboration with designers itself. So I believe in it, and yes, we are considering those things when I'm working for my organization's perspective. Yeah.
Great. Thanks for those explanations. In the chat, I can see a few questions from Gulam, Imam Gulam. So, first is how did you explore this idea, and also how did you find that it is technically feasible?
Yeah, to answer that question, I mean, like I said, I always, we writers don't usually write to, make repeated mistakes. We don't like to commit repeated mistake as our experience goes on, or when you try to adapt to, new rules and regulations when you switch your organization. So I started, making a notes of those feedback into a small file, and when I was trying to explore a lot of things into what Copilot can do, whether it can read the code or not. then I started building small applications. Like I said, I have built some small tools prior to this one, like creating a productivity dashboard, by extracting the stories that we have created as a part of the, in the Jira. It tells us like how efficient you are, how many story points you have completed, or how many hours you have accumulated. So everything can be done using the script. So I just thought, why can't I create a script to validate my input by fetching the rules from this particular file? So when I started exploring it, I got it. So that's the background story, Imam. Yeah.
Wonderful. So yeah, Imam does have a second question, but Imam, if you don't mind, I will keep this question parked for the open forum, because I'm sure this is one question where apart from Satya, we can get insights of others also.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Sure,
don't
Pradeep.
worry, I will make sure this question is asked. Okay, I think I saw the hand of Deepu in between. So Deepu, do you have a question or do you want something to point out?
No, actually, it was like I had a question, but like in the last question, he has answered my things like how he has taken the initiative to come up here. Yes, yeah, I do have like even I am working on the similar kind of documentation or the tool where it will be helping me to improve our productivity as well as the documentation quality. Yes, in coming days, I would be representing my ideas on the platform also. It is almost like 80% is done. So it will be like once it is done, like I'll be representing it. Yeah. Yeah, I already like he has answered my questions earlier. Thank you.
Okay, great. And so we have a few comments. So I think Shweta has already agreed to what she wanted to point out. Now we have a suggestion from editor. So just a suggestion as per future plans for scalability, instead of using cloud, maybe use open source version control system like Git and share globally via GitHub or GitLab for organizational collaboration. Wonderful suggestion. Thank you so much. Okay. So yeah, anyone else? Any other thoughts on this presentation? Good. I think we had a good discussion. So thank you so much, Sana. And this was indeed very insightful. And thanks for helping all get the answers also.
Thanks, Puneet. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Okay, great. So yeah, so I have a question for all of you. I mean, we can take before moving on to the next session, we can take a few questions. So like, uh, there are some people who have filled in the questions for open forum also. We will come to that in the end. But right now, I will certainly like all of you to help Imam get this answer. His question: if I'm not technically proficient, how shall I approach this kind of tools development? Anyone? It's an open forum.
Yeah, I'll be starting with some ideas. Yeah. Now, even like when I started working on the one platform, even I did not have any technical background in terms of the coding or any other tools. Just to start exploring it, like you start asking the question in the chat GPT, and maybe we can talk like what exactly we are looking. So whether it is helping us to improve our quality of the documentation, or in that way, like the moment you start it, like you'll get the ideas, and you have to apply your like technically like what exactly you are looking. When you put those into the chat GPT, definitely it will help you to figure it out, like how can technically, or like how can you build your platform or like prompt. So that will be helping you, I guess. So that is the way I have been doing it. It may help you out. You can try it out once.
Thanks, Deepu.
Wonderful. Anyone else have some other suggestions to add or any points to add? And Satya has responded in the chat. Imam, he personally suggests to explore AI tools, start giving your requirement like what exactly you want to develop or see visually, and rest it will guide you step by step.
Puneet, I'd like to share my recent experience. So
Yeah.
I decided to wipe code an authoring tool. Uh, I have no clue on how to get it done. So I started with AI. I was able to locally come up with something in a very short period of time. So my suggestion would be, whenever you have an idea, don't overthink on it. See if you can put it into AI, ask it to give you a plan and start executing it. You will definitely come up with something at the end of the day, and you'll definitely be able to come up with something very quick. So don't overthink it. Just start executing with whatever the stack you have.
Yeah, that's one of the key things. I love the answer. I mean, of course, we know Bala has been doing a great things. He keeps sharing on LinkedIn also. And but the last line is the most important. I mean, if you want to swim, you will need to jump in the water. So do that. And in today's world, I think with Chat GPT and so many things, you have so many other options where you can get guidance. And of course, we have forums and all to discuss further. So great. Thank you all for helping with this answer. And with this, we complete this part of session one. I will stop the recording for this one.